Hello everyone and welcome to my live stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hey Barry Place, how's it going? What's new? This channel is now dedicated to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 and only Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I caught part of your streamers hangout the other day from the park. Yeah, do that. We can do that. I'll be streaming this for the next probably 4 or 5 hours, so anytime in the afternoon maybe. I have some viewers that'll fly along. Welcome in if you just joined, if you want to fly along on this first mountain flight. I'll give you the codes. Hey Daz, you coming in for a short 8-minute mountain flight? I'll give you a buzz later, Bob. Daz is one of my regular viewers for Flight Sim. So I'll show everybody where our first flight's going today. If you want to write down the codes and join up. We're going from a little small airport in the Alps to another little small airport in the Alps. Very short flight, and then we'll set up something a little longer. So, Daz, write down the code. Daz, Barry Place is one of my Disneyland pals. So Barry Place, can you believe that Microsoft Flight Sim hit the PS5 2 weeks ago? I've been playing every day. This is day 14. There's the code. Let's prep the jet. Look at it, it's also in the snow. I think the snow's coming down a little bit. We'll see when we get in. We may have to use the de-icers today. Look at the footsteps in the ice. How's that for accuracy? You can fly along Barry Place, but you'd have to have this on your PS5. There's no crossplay. Not yet. Let's get in and prep the aircraft. Cabin doors closed. Oh, look, it is raining. Hey, Barry Place, watch this. I don't have a co-pilot yet, but watch. Let's get our EFB up. Show everybody the flight. Now let's load some passengers in the co-pilot. Watch the aircraft dip. Oh, got it. No problem. Like I said, I'll give you a ring later after the stream. Okay, let's check our passengers. There's my lovely co-pilot Scarlett. Say hi, Scarlett. Welcome in, everybody. If you want to join us on this short flight, this is the first flight today, and it's going to be a short one. Let's start it up. I may need to use the de-icers. We'll have to fix the weather because the ceiling, if you look at it, it's real low, and it is snowing. So you have some time, Daz, if you want to jump in. Don't forget, everybody, hit the like button. Because the Matrix doesn't like Neo. We'll get clearance. I don't know if this is a controlled, let's see. I don't think there's a tower here. So we'll just have to announce. Let's see what happens if I pull up the tower. Yeah, see, it's only showing ground services, which means there's no tower. So let's set some parameters here. Strobe lights are now on. Ice lights, we'll turn those on. Oxygen helps. Pilot heat on. Ice protection, we'll take that for this flight. It's automatic ice protection. Ice protection on the wing. Windshield on. So now we have all of our ice protection on. I can show you where to set that. Let's balance the fuel. Sync it. Okay, and you see this all red in the hub and the MFD on the left. That shows us we're surrounded by mountains. And then right across here is where you would engage for my cold start and all the ice protection. I don't think we're going to set an autopilot. This is a very short flight. We're just going to climb out and fly it. Let's rock some flaps. I don't think we're going to need a tug, but I am going to clear out this. Look at the footprint still in the snow. Welcome. If you just joined on our first flight, let's clear out these clouds, otherwise you won't see much. And it should be a nice amount of scenery over to that short 8-minute flight. So let's do this. And we'll just set it for some live weather's off. Clear skies. We could set it for some overcast, but let's see how the ceiling will be. Let's check out overcast. So we're flying around noon. Let's check the time here. See if it gets any brighter. No, it gets darker. Okay, that looks good. See, now there's no snow on the ground. We want the snow on the ground, so we're going to go back. That's the whole point. There we go. That's the whole point of this flight. Ah, Daz has joined us in the same jet. Okay, just taxi out to the runway because you're not going to get clearance. Let's see which way we want to go out. Less mountains. I'm going to taxi over to this one. So we're going to go to the right. Okay, thanks, Barry. Please see you later. Let's taxi on out. Line up. If anybody else wants to join us, I put the codes in there. Let me know. Check this out. The tracks that it'll make. We're just going to make a turn here. Look at this. Isn't that cool? We're obviously taxiing on the runway. Let's go, Daz. Usually I could keep the snow on and just clear out the clouds, but gonna line up on 09. I'll play with the weather a little bit, see if I can just clear the clouds and keep the snow on the ground. This is live, so there is snow here. I just changed the time. Let's just see if we can do that. Otherwise we'll fly in the clouds. See, if I do custom, it's going to get rid of the... Okay, we're going to leave it. We'll stay as low as we can. Let's go, Daz. Anybody else going to join us? Did you taxi yet, Daz? Nope. Okay, see you in the air. Wow, look at this. It's still raining. Let's go. Look at that rain coming down on the windshield. At least it's not snow, but I did turn all the de-icers on just to make sure. 45 knots. We need about 85 to take off. Look at that rain on the windshield. Beautiful graphics. Gameplay is on a PS5 Standard Edition. Slim. $98.99. We better get it up. Look at this beautiful scenery. Hello.
Launch Center, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type 1 mile southwest of Lima, India, Echo 0 Lima, 900. Request flight following.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Launch Center, Squawk 105 tree.
Squawk 105 tree, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Beautiful graphics. Look at this.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, radar contact 1 mile east of Lima, India, Echo.
We got to find a spot that we can clear the hills.
1022.
05 is our course. Let's get our flaps up, but we need to pick up some speed here. I'll check the chat in a minute. I just want to climb out, not hit anything. See all that red in the MFD just to the that's showing those mountains. So this Garmin will show you when you're in close proximity of hitting something. So we're trying to fly right in this little canyon here till we can get on course. Let's check to see if we are on course. Let's pause this thing real quick. Oh, there's our course. And let's check the EFB. And we are getting on course, and there's our target. I just did a little bit of a different climb out because the climb out that the course recommended would have put me right on the mountain. So we're going to intercept right here. Hey 303, how's it going? You going to join us today? We have a lot of flights planned. We'll do a few short flights and then maybe do something a little longer. I'm not doing no 2-hour flights like yesterday. So you don't even need to use external view. You can just use this MFD in that lower left square. We'll show you the mountain. The place we're landing at is got just about as much snow, so check out my co-pilot. We got passengers. Still climbing. We're about to intercept our CRS. We're trying to stay low because one, this is a VFR flight, and two, we can give you an idea what the scenery looks like in the Alps here. Yeah, Scarlett says hi. Say hi, Scarlett. You didn't know she was a pilot, did you? Now it's getting kind of hard to see here. We're going to have to go into the clouds. I think we don't have a choice. Let's fly the radar here. We need to get some altitude right quick. It will give me a warning if I get too close. Look at that blue sky. So much for VFR. 11,000 climbing. Let's get back on course. This little Cirrus Vision in IRL goes up pretty high. Close to 30,000. I think my autopilot just kicked in. I don't know why. Yes, it did. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to hit any hills right here. 13,000. We're almost there. Let's descend. We'll have to use the radar so we don't hit anything. Watch me hit something. Got to get ready for the approach. So right now we're flying VFR, but we're using the radar and the MFD to make sure we don't hit anything. I don't hear any warnings. Okay, we're over the field now, so we're going to have to get down. Wow, this is going to be a nasty landing. I'll check the chat as soon as I land. Where you at, Daz? Are you in the air? Where we're landing to is not a controlled field. See how we negotiated that without even using any IFR radio signals? I think this is the field right here. Yeah, this is the field right here. So we're going to just come about and land. Look at that, a lot of snow down there. Let's rock some flaps. So this was all live weather, just not live time. I see the chat. I'll get on it in a minute. I almost think we want to land the other way, but let's see. We're going to go out here a little ways. See, we're flying this radar right in between the red lines. What do you mean you're trying to figure out how to taxi, Daz? A beginner? Full flaps. So as we turn, gear down. Flaps full. Now let's see if we can turn without hitting something. Have to use a lot of rudder. Oh, it's snowing again. Look at this. I can barely see the field, but there it is. Ooh, it's raining or snowing or both. Okay, let's get on down. 120 speed. I got one red, 3 whites. Two and two. I'm not sure how long this field is. Good approach so far. A little high. A little slow. We want to touch down as early as we can because I don't know how long this runway is. And the trim just went crazy, so let's see if we can touch down. Floaty, floaty. Full brakes. No problem. The stupid trim went up to 54% because the autopilot kicked in. And I don't know why. I guess aircraft bug. Let's taxi on over. Get the trim straightened out. I'm glad I was able to land. Thanks, A303. Oh my gosh, Daz, how do you push back? You gotta open the ATC panel, then go to ground services. ATC ground services. Let's park it somewhere here. Let's park next to our friends. Look at these tracks in the snow. Really got to give it some throttle to get it moving in this snow. How's that for accuracy? Okay. We're here. We're waiting for Daz. Let's do a showcase view. Let's check on my passengers. Make sure they didn't lose their lunch. Hey folks, we're here. Let's see what type of ground services we have here. Probably not much. So Daz, you do is open the ground services and you request right here from the ATC ground services, and then there'll be a thing. Here we don't have anything. This is a very small airport. It's just a strip. Are we waiting for you to land? Did you get off the ground? I can demonstrate on the next flight, yeah. There's no, you know what? Here, I see a tug over there. Let me go on over. And I'll request a pushback here. I think I can do it from here. Look at that, we're doing donuts in the snow. Let me pull right here where they wanted me to taxi to. And then I'll see if I can request a pushback. She's got the flashlights out. She's going to guide me in here. Perfect. Now I'll demonstrate the if the ground services will come up. Let's see. I don't think there's ground services, even though we have a tug. No ground service on COM 1 or 2. Okay, I'll demonstrate it on the next flight. Hey, 1607. Yeah, I have it on Xbox too. This is a PS5 gameplay, which is not cross-playable. The latest updates for Xbox were pretty good, but I still think it plays better on PS5. Rich is in the chat. Did you see that landing, Rich? Or did you miss it? We got to show Daz how to get a pushback. So let's end this flight. Well, actually, you know what? Let's show this area first. Let's use the showcase view. We'll just show where we're at. They do have a tower. Maybe no one was manning it. We're deep in the mountains in the Alps. They do have a tower. And there's cars there. Why didn't they answer my request? Small little airport. Easy to land at, though. Wonder if my tracks are still there. In the snow. Look at the tracks are still there. Hey, look, Rich, I did a donut in the snow. Yeah, you missed it. Set up another flight so we can show Daz how to request a pushback. Anybody else wants to come on our next flight, feel free. Okay, we're ending this flight. Let's look around the world. So this is where we were in the Alps. You got the French Alps over here, Courchevel. Then you got the Austrian Alps. And then this edge is the Italian Alps. We got a flyer right here. Look at this. That's Daz. Isn't that where we took off from? See that green? That green shows that that's Daz. Or some flyer. Okay, let's set conditions back to... Now, if you want to join, you got to make sure there's one thing in addition. So in the flight conditions, the bottom one, it says all players. That must be on, or you won't see us. It's saying turn on. Oh, yeah, of course you have to turn on the electrical system. You can't contact the ATC unless your electrical system's on. Okay, let's see where else we're going to fly. I was thinking the Panama Canal. See what the weather looks like down there. Where is it? South America. Let's look around here. I gotta clear this weather out. I can't see it. San Miguel. I gotta get rid of the clouds. See if I can do that. And we'll go over to custom. And get rid of the live weather. Clear skies. We'll just start with clear skies. There we go. Now how do we find the Panama Canal? Daz, do you know where it is? Okay, here's Panama City. How do we see where the canal is? Is it right here? Might be right here. So let's fly from this airport. Is this where it is, Daz or Rich? What do you mean you don't have electronics? Of course you do. You were in the Vision Jet. Let's go from Panama City because this is a handcrafted area. So this is an international airport, and then we're gonna pick a prop job this time, so we can fly around here. Does anybody know where the canal is? I'm assuming it's right here. That looks like the opening there. So we're gonna fly to this little airport right here. I'm looking at this going, here it is. Yeah, this is it right here. So we'll take off there. You know what? Let's depart from here. We'll fly around, then we'll go over to Panama City. So this is now departure. And this international airport will be arrival. Set up this flight, Daz. I want to fly low and slow, so we're going to use an aircraft I haven't used. I like the Cirrus jets, and so I'm going to go with a Cirrus SRT. That's a pretty low and slow. Uh-oh. I thought my sound disconnected. I heard it blank. I could have been the mixer. If it disconnects, stay with it, and I'll just reboot the mixer. And let's see, we're going to take off over there. So let's get a ramp gate. Let's see if I can help you, Daz, with the pushback. Ramp parking 2. I see a pushback there. Let's go. You put in these coordinates I give you. Hi everybody, welcome in. If you want to join us for a flight through the Panama Canal. Now I've never started this up, this aircraft, so here's the codes, Daz. Put them in while I'm figuring out how to cold start this. MPEJ to MPMG. One of these days, Rich will fly with us. Yeah, I haven't done that either, Rich. I can use this. Cirrus would probably work. Okay, let's have my pilot walk around and get the chocks off. Come on. Whoops. Engine cover. Tie down. How's this aircraft look? Oh yeah, look, we have a pushback here, Daz. Just don't spawn. Spawn on parking ramp 1. Don't spawn on top of me. We can even put passengers on this little thing. Okay, my co-pilot's already in. Okay, let's get on board. Oh, next week. Okay. After Christmas. So get on over here, Daz, so we can do a pushback. Let me see if this has a quick start up. And then we'll load some passengers. Well, let's load passengers first. So there's our flight plan. Let's get some passengers on board. Okay, passengers on board. We'll check that out. Anybody wants to fly, you got a little time. While I figure out how to start this thing, unless it does a quick start. Let's see if it does a quick start. Ah, it does a quick start. Cool. It's got a typical Cirrus glass cockpit. Rich is one of the passengers here. Let's see. Oh, look at this. We got 3 passengers. I think Rich is the one in the middle. He looks scared. Let's go to outside view, make sure they're not hanging out the side of the aircraft. I didn't know there was 3 seats. I see, is that Daz in the Vision Jet? You gonna do pushback? That's you, right? Yeah, okay. I couldn't see it. Let's get clearance. I don't even know if this is a real tower or not. So the second Garmin didn't come on yet. So let's see if what we have to start to get this Garmin on. Soft keys not available. Nice. Okay, master's on. Alternator. Navigation lights on. Strobes on. Now let's see how we start up this side. There's like nothing over here to start it, so you have a little time while we figure this out. Airflow. So this is the radios. Should be dials right here, but it just says soft key. Let's look for another battery here. Map range control. Okay, we don't want that. A lot of this is not available. Oh, 1960, here's the codes. MPEJ to MPMG. I should have figured out how to fly this first. I might want to restart it because I'm not seeing anywhere I could turn that on. This is just the autopilot, the flight director, and heading. FLC nav. ENT. I'm going to restart my flight just to see if I can manually start this up. I don't know, there's got to be a knob somewhere. That's the radio receiver. Audio level. Let's restart the flight just to test it. I usually test first before I try a new aircraft. Oh, it doesn't work? You tried it? Okay. I'll switch aircrafts. Hang on. If it doesn't work this time, I'll switch aircrafts. Engine covers. Chocks. Let's get on board and see. I'll cold start it now. Hi everybody, welcome in. I've never flown this Cyrus. Let's start this up from scratch. Cold start. If I can get rid of this. Okay, let's turn on the battery and everything first. So battery is on. Both Garmin's come up. Battery on. Alternator on. It's two alternators. Yeah, I think you're right. We probably have a bug here. So I'll reset the flight and use something else. I don't want to see that blank screen. In 1960s, he just says he got the same error. Yeah, it's not coming up. Stand by, we're going to end the flight. Let's see if I can find the two places again. So this will be our takeoff airport. Departure. And then we're going to Panama City, which is over here. International arrival. No, we do not want to use the parking ramp. Delete arrival. Set it. Now we got a runway. Okay, now let's pick our aircraft. I could just use the Vision. I don't want to experiment with anything else. We have the Titan. I like Carenado aircrafts too, so let's check this out. See what this looks like. I like glass cockpits, so if this doesn't work, we'll just set it for the Vision Jet, and we'll pick another gate. Someone's down here. Let me find a tug so I can show ramp gate. That's the fuel box. I think I was at ramp gate 2. That had a tug. Set as departure. Let's fly. Yeah, I don't like experimenting with the aircraft while I'm live. I usually do that before I start the stream. There's a whole slew of aircraft I can use, so let's check this one out. What does this just have tugs? That's it? If I don't like the cockpit, we'll my co-pilot's on board. Can we open the door? Well, we'll just spawn in. How's that? Yeah, I don't like this cockpit. But let's try it. Sounds like a lawnmower starting up. Nice. We'll see if the Garmin comes on. Well, this one didn't even start. Now we got to find the engine start. Batteries on. Alternators on. Okay, so the engine knobs are where they're supposed to be right there. I like more modern. We're going modern. I'll be right down Daz in 1960. Departure. Go over to Panama City. Panama City looks busy. Arrival. No, we do not want the parking gate. There's a runway. Okay, let's pick something I know. My favorite. I don't want to use a Citation or the Pilatus. Too big. We want to do some low and slow. Okay, let me go back to gate 2. And then we'll try and show Daz how to use the tug. Someone's going on the runway. Who is that? Parking ramp 2. I'll have this thing started up in a hot minute. Hi, Ghost Rider. Oh my God, Rich, you want me to fly a lawnmower? Doesn't look like there's a tug here. No tug spawned? Okay, well, we'll just taxi then. We'll have this started pretty quick. I could have done a Beechcraft, but we'll use my favorite jet. Yeah, I want to experiment with new ones off stream. I should have done that first. Okay, look, we have no passengers. Not yet. Let's request some passengers after I look at my flight bag. It's awful quiet in here without passengers. Load aircraft. Watch how it dips. Denoting. See that dip? People got on. Okay, 4 white seats. Our goal this flight, everybody, is to find the Panama Canal. And there's our lovely co-pilot, Scarlett. Say hi, Scarlett. Okay, it doesn't look like Rich is joining us this flight. Oh, we got a tug. Daz, you ready? We got a tug, Daz. Get ready. We'll get a flight plan approval as soon as we fire up some of this. Let's clear out some of the errors here. Batteries on. Strobe lights on. We don't need the ice stuff. Oxygen now on. You hear the hiss. Pilot heat on. Let's sink the fuel. Okay, how was that for a startup? Now, we should only have one error, which will be the parking brake. And there it is. Daz, you going to watch how we do the pushback, if they'll let us do it? Okay, first we'll get clearance. My lovely co-pilot will take care of that.
Jimenez ground. Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra with whiskey. Request taxi for takeoff. Departing straight out.
Okay. Ghost Rider, put BSR. Rich, be right back.
Taxi to and hold short of runway 18 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118.5 when ready. Taxiing. Hold short runway 18 using taxiway Alpha. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Let's fix this so it's not just totally sunny. We'll give it some depth. We'll do high clouds. Oh, those are broken clouds. There we go. We got some high-level clouds. Okay, Daz, you ready for a pushback? Are you still watching, Daz? We don't need much of a pushback. Okay, Boom's with us. He's in the air ambulance. Okay, Daz, here's how you do the pushback. Open up ATC. Go to ground services. If it'll light up. Okay, look. You watching, Daz? Request pushback. Do you see that? So request pushback.
Jimenez ground. Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Requesting pushback.
I don't want to go too far. We'll be back on the grass.
Golf Sierra. Pushback request accepted.
So look, you're gonna have to release your parking brake too. This is how you do it. It'll hook up, but you won't go anywhere until you get parking brake release. So watch, I'll release it and then put it back on. I don't want to go too far. See, there's your pushback. Put the brake back on. and then request pushback to stop, and they'll release the tug.
Jimenez ground. Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Requesting the end of pushback.
You got it?
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request to end pushback received.
And then the little tug will pull back. Hi everybody, welcome in. If you want to join us on this flight, go on USA West server, and you can fly around. We're going to do some exploring around the Panama Canal, hopefully. Boom's ready in his air ambulance. Are you going to spawn in? We'll wait for you. I'll just taxi and hold over there while we're waiting. Let's take the parking brake off again. Boom's ready. I think we're taxiing over to this runway right over here. This will be easy. There's only one runway here. There's my co-pilot's ready. You got the tug down, Daz? Hi, if you just joined, we like to do flying with the viewers too, so you can join on any flight to set your multiplayer. You do have to be on a PS5, obviously, and pick the NA West. Turn your tags on, everybody will see everybody. That's it, easy as that. And have your flight control thing to all players. Is there an opening to get onto the runway here? Must be way out there. I don't see an opening right here. I see a runway, but... oh, it might be at the very end here. We're waiting for you, Daz. We're waiting for Rich to get back too. Let me get on my pedals. Test the brakes. Yeah, they work. The rudder, they work. And we'll just hold right over here and wait for everybody. If we hit the line perfectly, the co-pilot should come on and request for us. Maybe she won't contact ground. Let's wait till everybody shows up here. Where's everybody? Okay, we got Boom behind us, ready to go. Daz, where are you? Oh, Daz just spawned, okay. Hang on, Boom. Did you get the tug, Daz, worked out? I'll request clearance.
Tower, Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, ready for departing straight out at runway 18.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, QNH 101 trees straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 18.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18, X-ray Golf Sierra.
Let's set some of our parameters here just in case we want to use it. We're going to stay low, so we're going to set our altitude at maybe 6,000. Okay, 6,000. And our chorus, our CRS is 147. We'll just set all these, but we want to hand fly. So who knows where the Panama Canal is? Should be somewhere where I'm spawning right now. This thing moves so slow. 147 figures it's right in the middle of the dial. Okay, that's set. We won't worry about the rest. Okay, we're getting up in the air. Let's check our flying friends. Boom's ready to go. Daz is still over there. We're cleared. Let's go. Daz will catch up in the air. Did you get the pushback, Daz? The scenery looks pretty good. I don't think this is photogeometry either. Where we're going is Panama City is photogeometry. Boom should be right behind us. There's Daz. Let's line up. We'll give him a second. Boom, do you want to take off first? We're waiting for Daz. Okay, Boom's holding. Let's go, Daz. Okay, I'm going to get up in the air now. Let's go. Flaps 15. Ding, ding. It doesn't even like you using full throttle too early on the vision. Hundred knots. I think we're good. Gear up. There's Boom behind us coming. Okay, we're on our way. Let's find the Panama Canal here, which might be behind us. Part of it is behind us. So we're going to turn out here. We're going to go off course a little bit while we're showing off the scenery. Flaps up. This looks like it could be the area for the Panama Canal right here. Oh, look at this. Look at these ships. Let's fly out over the water and see if we can find it. The only thing is that all these ships ran aground.
Frequency change approved.
We're flying. Daz. We'll try and stay low.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Did you
Oh, that's me. My co-pilot's not working.
Venice Tower, Alpha Sierra
There she
X-ray
is.
Golf Sierra. Frequency change.
Sometimes you have to tell her twice. Circle around, see if we can find the Panama Canal here. At least this is one end of it. Anybody know where it's at? Autopilot kicked in. You keep going straight to the flight? What do you mean? Let's come around, see if we can find this.
X-ray Golf Sierra.
2 miles
Animal
north of
approach.
Jimenez.
Squawk 00 tree tree.
Might be right here.
Squawk 00 tree tree. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Now we're a glider. Well, I'm looking for the
X-ray Golf Sierra.
Roger. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Panama Canal here. All the ships were in here, so it might be in here. We're still gliding. I'll check the chat in a second, Daz. We're just looking for the opening. So it doesn't appear to be over here. Let's get back on the throttle. Let me check Daz's chat. I'm going to fly this with the controller now so I can give you a better view. Let me read the chat, Daz. Hold on. You keep getting straight flight. What does that mean? Does everybody like the scenery over here? Let's check the map and see if I can find it by the flight bag. So if we turn, if we fly straight and then go to the right, we might be able to find it. Rich usually knows. Rich, where's the Panama Canal? Hi everybody, welcome in. If you just joined, you want to fly with us, we like having some chat free flying, or you can just check out the scenery. We're looking for the opening to the Panama Canal here. You got that sorted, Daz? Oh, Daz is up in the air now, I think. If we don't find it on this pass, we'll head over to the Panama City, the other end. Did you find it, Daz? Welcome, and if you just joined, we are flying around the Panama Canal here. I'm going to start heading over to Panama City. So I'm going to get back on course. And I'm going to change my altitude to 3,000 feet, or 4,000 maybe. Everybody liking the scenery? PS5 gameplay on a standard PS5. Graphics are set to the default, which are medium. And now we're going to set up our autopilot. And we'll disconnect it as we want to fly around. Let's set our autopilot now. Altitude is going to be 4,000. Course heading 142. And we're going to use heading select. And we're going to turn on the FLC. And now set the AP. Autopilot set. Now we can show everybody the scenery once we reached our cruising altitude of 4,000. Did anybody find the Panama Canal? We'll find it when we get over here. We're on the way. Okay, Jackson. Let's actually go back from the runway. It's a little bit to the right. Okay, let's go back. Thank you for that, Jackson. Disconnecting autopilot. Autopilot disconnected. We're going to fly back over the field. Let's see where the field is. Where do we took off from there? I'm going to leave the POI marker on so we can see where the field was. One of our flyers booms up high. One of our flyers is still over there. So it's a little bit to the right of this approach, or it'll be to the left. Well, we were flying right over here. We're going to fly right over to the field. And there's a POI out there. I'm going to go check that out. Maybe that has to do with it. There's the field. I'm going to leave the POI marker on so I can see. Daz is still at the airport? There's a POI marker right there to the left. We're going to go out and check that out. Here's the field. Valdez. Oh, it's Jimenez. Okay. Autopilot kicked back in. I don't know why. Okay, here's the field. So now we're going to go right over here to this. It's to the right. Who's right? Mine or... We're going to fly over this little marker right here. 5 miles. And then we'll come in from that direction. We have all the ships over here, so it must be over here. Let's hit this little island. You taking off, Daz, or what? A lot of ships right there, so Jackson's probably right. I've got -5 trim. Why am I going up? Let me check the chat. Looks like a V on the map. A V shape. Let's fly down here. Doesn't show me on my MFD radar, so let's just climb down and we'll come out of the ocean here. Thanks for the help, Jackson. We're over speed right now. Now we become a glider. Look at all the ships that spawned. Okay, I think I see it, Jackson. Tell me if I'm going the right direction when I turn over here. Then you'll tell me right or left. Okay, Jackson, we're coming around. There's a lot of ships waiting to get in there. Let me just get some altitude. Okay, so now is it to the right or left? I think it's to the right, like you said. That's it over there to the right. Yes? Yeah, that must be it right there. Let's hand fly this with a controller. Look at all the ships. That's cool scenery. PS5. So this must be it right over here because we went over there. Yeah, this is it right here, I think. Someone will confirm. Low and slow. We got ships heading over there. Hi everybody, if you just joined, we're looking for the Panama Canal, which this is one end of it. I think we just found it, thanks to Jackson here in the chat. Yes, this is it. Daz, you should be in your little lawnmower plane. You can fly right over it. We're going to check out both of these. One to the right, one to the left. Welcome to the Panama Canal. Look, we got a ship going through. I think my new car's on there. Rich, where are you? The Matrix ordered a car. No, just kidding. Oh, look at that. This is it. Although, look at this. Poor ship ran aground. Oh, wow. We got to mark this. He's right to the right of the airport. Get that ship back in the lock. Looks like a ride at Disneyland. Okay, and then we're going to come around and check out the other lock. And then we'll get on course. Where are you at, Daz? Hopefully everybody's enjoying this wonderful scenery in Panama on the PS5. Go Asobo. We've been saved. I'm not using my HOTAS right now. I'm using the flight controller. Only because I want to give you the better views. There's Daz. I think he's airborne. Are you still sitting on the runway? He might be spawning in a different jet. Where you at, Daz? Still at the airport? You're lucky I'm not in my hog. I'd be dropping some load on you. Just spawn on the runway so you can do this flight. So exit out and just spawn on the runway. Don't go to a gate. We'll try and sort your pushback on the next one. We're going to head over to Panama City now. Spawn on the runway. We're going to check out this second lock. Look, it booms right over it. Booms in his medical aircraft just in case someone needs some help. Okay, we're going over the other lock. 1,000 feet. Try and give you a good view. Look at those ships are running aground over there. This is a good look. Here we go. I don't think I can get any lower than this. I'm already under 1,000 feet almost. Look, we got a ship right there. Look at these views. Graphics. Go. Great graphics. Okay, let's get back on course here. Let's intercept. We get some speed going here. If it wasn't for Jackson, I probably wouldn't have found it. We'll rock the autopilot here in a minute. Then we'll check out the other side where it comes out. Okay, get back on course, 147. And our altitude will be 4,000 eventually. Let's get back inside. Set the autopilot. And altitude's 4,000. Get our flight control mode, flight level on. Now autopilot on. The Garmin just lost its mind. Autopilot's on. Let's make sure the course selection. The heading mode is off. Now it's on. Now we'll come around and we should be good. Where you at, Daz? Overspeed. Let's adjust the throttle to get us back down to 4,000. Daz, did you respawn on the runway? Oh God, Rich, you gotta stop eating at Arby's. Oh my gosh. Unless they're giving you a they must be giving you a sponsorship. Okay, everybody, all Rich does is eat at Arby's. You might as well eat a Taco Bell to go with it. Here, Rich, I got an emo for you.
X-ray Golf Sierra contact Panama. Approach on 133.85. Good day.
133.85. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Where did my chat go? I lost my chat. I put an emote in there for Rich and lost it. Hold on. I'm still live, but I'm going to restart the app. Let me see if I can put it in there again, Rich. I lost all my symbols. There, Rich, how do you like that? That's what you get for eating at Arby's. Daz, are you still with us or what? I hear a boom. Let's see how far we are. We're halfway there. Let's readjust our course. Rich, are you a partner of Arby's? We should fly along this river. Let's check that out. I'll take the autopilot off in a second and we'll fly along the river here. Let's go. Heading down. Autopilot off. Hang on, Rich. I'll check chat in a second. Let me get on down. Hi, everybody, welcome in. We are flying around Panama. We're on our way to Panama City. Check out the other side of the Panama Canal. We're low and slow. Now we're a glider. Ooh, we have some ships. Look at it. Were that ships or submarines? They came out of the water. Did you see that? They just spawned right there. So, Jackson, I think this is the other end, isn't it? Yeah, look. See if we can check this out. Oh yeah, this is the other end. Look at this lock. Here we go. Isn't this amazing scenery? I think this part is handcrafted, the photo geometry. Nice. And then here's the lock and we'll check out the other one. Can't look at the chat right now. I'm just a little on the low side. I'm under 1,000 feet. Gonna get up back on the power here. I don't want to stall it. I can see that lock on the other side. Let's check that out. Better hand fly this with this stick. Back on the power. Come on, Daz, you're missing all this. Welcome if you just joined. We're flying around Panama, checking out the Panama Canal. We did the one end, now we're doing the other end. Here's some of the scenery from the PS5. We're staying as low as we can. We're going to land in Panama City shortly and then set up another flight. Hi Sherwin, how you doing? I don't know, it's looking pretty good on the PlayStation, I can tell you that. Aces of Thunder, you know, they're coming out with a new, at the Game Awards, they're coming out with a new Ace Combat, right? Yeah, I don't plan on doing VR. I almost bought the Sony VR on Black Friday. I think it's still on for $199. It's $100 off, $299. But I don't think I want to play this game standing up. I don't know anything about VR. Okay, let's cycle through here again. Yeah, Ace Combat 7, I think is what they said it's called. Of course, it'll be on the PS5. And you can use the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTUS 4. Let's come back around here. Don't everybody forget to hit the like button so the Matrix will like my Neo. That's a Rich joke. Let's get on down. $2,900 feet. Let's lower the throttle. Let's check out the right-hand side here. We have a few ships spawning. We'll go back on autopilot, although I think we're almost to the field. Yeah, there's the field. So we're going to just check out this right-hand side lock, and then we're going to line up for pattern instructions. Thanks to Jackson in the chat, I was able to find this, or I still would have been looking. We're almost here. See if we can get down to 500 feet. Okay, we're going to get over speed. Let's throttle back. Here we come. 1,100 feet. We still got this massive ship right here. Trying to go through. I think my new car's on there. Hey, Rich, I think this is your Arby's order that's coming through on the Panama Canal. Your lifetime supply of Arby's. Look at that. How's that for scenery? Pretty cool. Okay, let's get some pattern instructions as I stop laughing here. Let's find the field. This is Panama City. I think the airport's right over here somewhere. I think we're flying over it right now. Yep, there's the airport. There's our approach. We'll just get some instructions and then we'll fly downwind and land. As soon as my trusty co-pilot Scarlett gets on the radio, it tells them we're here. Here's Panama City. We might as well go over this while we're here. And I think this is photogeometry. This is a scan. This isn't the satellite image. Wow, Panama City's pretty big. Yeah, Rich busted me. Lifetime supply of Arby's. God. Let's fly back over the airport and land. Where are we going to go on our next flight, Rich? Daz, where are you? You've been too quiet. Got to fly back over the field. There's the field. And we'll contact approach. Okay, there's the approach. When you're VFR, the co-pilot will contact approach. Unless this is an uncontrolled tower. This is an international airport, so it shouldn't be. Uh-oh, look. Rich isn't getting his Arby's order. Look. The ship ran aground. They probably need to fix this. Come on, let's get some pattern instructions. Where's the tower? I don't even see a tower. For an international airport? Okay, we're going to line up and land. So if they're not going to give us instructions, we'll line up and land. Oh, here we go. Finally. She woke up.
Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, Gelibert Tower, QNH 101 tree. Fly left traffic, runway 19er.
She's got to respond. She usually responds after they ask her the second time. Otherwise, we're going to need to respond or they'll cancel us. I think we better respond.
Enter left traffic runway 19er, X-ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cleared to land.
75 and 6. Clear to land runway 19er.
Okay, that's good. Let's get some flaps rocking and gear down.
Runway 19er, X-ray Golf Sierra.
I'll check the chat as soon as I land and park. Then we'll set up our next flight, wherever that might be going to. There's the field. Straight ahead, I believe. That's it. I lost track of the runway for a second. It's over here. I need a third hand. Looks like boom's down. There's a runway. Okay, Rich, let's see if we can land it. Okay, we have the field in sight. Boom's down. Not sure where Daz is. Got 4 whites.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Yeah, well, I gotta clear these trees, lady. 115 on the airspeed. Well, I'm getting blown around here.
500.
500, I'm gonna hit the trees. We should have came in from the other way. So this is another dive for the runway. Oh no, I almost hit the tree.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Pull up, should I go around? Pull up. We're down. See if we can get back on center line. This Vision has the best brakes.
Sierra. Exit runway when able.
Oh, there's Daz. Hold on. Oh, you went to dinner. Okay. I didn't know. You didn't respond, so. Let's clear the runway and then we'll park. Here's our taxi instructions.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Exit runway when able. X-ray Golf Sierra. Contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 for X-ray Golf Sierra. Ground, Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, taxi to parking. Alpha Sierra X-ray. Taxiing to general aviation, parking using taxiway Charlie, X-ray Golf Sierra.
That is one thing. ATC seems to be responding quickly. Is that general parking over there? Let's see, are they waiting for me over here? Yes, we have someone waiting for me over here. Let's line it up. She'll flag us in. There's Boom. There they are. Look at that, waving us in. Look at that. Welcome to Panama City. Okay, let's set up our next flight. Gotta check the chat. Thanks, Rich. Hey, Steel Bean. You gonna join us on the next flight? Let's see where we want to go. I think we're gonna use something a little bigger. Let's check the world. I'd still like to fly from Alaska to Anchorage to Juneau, but it's kind of long. Let's just see. Anybody wants to join, you need to make your flight conditions set to live, and all players, especially all players. Okay, now we're in live. Let's check the world out. See what's going on in the Florida Keys. Maybe we should do that, Rich. How does that sound, you guys? We can go to Tampa. We can take off from Key West and go to Tampa. Let's see how long that flight is. Key West. Let's change aircrafts. And let's use the Pilatus or the CJ4. Let's use the Coronado. Although I do like the CJ4. Let's check out the CJ4. I think it's a little faster than the Pilatus. And then now we want to go to Orlando, which is a photogeometry airport. Arrival, 18 left. Here's the codes, everybody, if you want to join. KEYWKMCO. It's an hour flight. Coming along, Steel? Daz, are you still eating? Looks a little cloudy. We'll fix that. So let's get to a gate down here. So taking off from runway 09. Let's make it for a short taxi. Fuel box. We'll probably need a pushback here, Daz. Ramp gate small. Let's use this ramp gate right here. Just in case there's no pushback, we'll be able to turn. Let's go prep the CJ4. And let's make it high clouds. I hear somebody here. Is that Boom already? Oh, we do have a tug. That again if you need it. Okay, Steel Beans over there. Cessna Citation CJ4. Want us to walk all the way around? don't even have a co-pilot yet, okay? We're going to load up full load of passengers. It's nice and quiet in here. Look, we have a electronic flight bag iPad. And we'll check for passengers in a minute. Let's request some. What do you think of this flight, Rich? Florida Keys to Orlando. 58 minutes. Yeah, it's the full hour. Well, it's only 11 o'clock here, so okay. Do what you can. Forgot to load passengers. We need a co-pilot to get us clearance. And we'll load up everybody, okay. Sure is quiet in here. Let's close this and reopen it since it's not responding. Why isn't my oh, the EOP is not responding, duh, because the other one's open. The iPad's open. Come on. Flight plan. There we go. Okay, we got a co-pilot. Meet Scarlett. Ooh, look at this. We got a lot of paying passengers today. Full load. Welcome aboard, everybody. We're going to Orlando. Maybe we'll go by Disney World. Okay, we can start it up. Yeah, Rich, we'll see some alligators. They're probably having an Arby's sandwich. Let's hide this yoke here so I can see what's going on. Just for a minute, that is. Emergency light armed. How do we get the yoke back? Okay. Let's request some clearance. Do your thing, Scarlett.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Ready to taxi. Straight out departure with Echo.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Echo. Contact tower on 118.2 when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 27 via taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Echo. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
We're going to get a pushback here also. Let's check the flaps and the speed brakes. Flaps. Speed brakes. Okay. It's will be a real short taxi. It'll be just right over to here. Boom's ready to go, or he's already taken off. There goes Boom. Let's request a pushback. You watching this, Daz? Ground services. Request pushback.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Requesting pushback.
Now you did take your parking brake off, right? When you got a pushback?
Pushback request accepted.
I still have my parking brake on. Watch. As soon as he hooks up, I'll take it off. There we go. We'll stop the pushback right over here.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Requesting the end of pushback.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
There goes another flyer. Who's that? Steele. If anybody else wants to join, let us know. We'll give you the airport codes. We're going to be on our way. Let's check everything. Everything looks green. And let's get some autopilot stuff set. This is an hour flight. Altitude. We'll rock 12,000. And our course we'll get when we get out there. And heading hold, nav hold. And there's the AP, flight director. And there's the FLC. Okay, all good. Let's taxi. These are the views using the HOTUS. Oh, we need to fix something. Hold on. We forgot to fix this.
Key West Tower, Cessna November 66029er 200 to land.
Flight plan.
Cessna November 66029er, Key West Tower. Altimeter 2992. Fly left downwind, runway 27.
There we go. That's looking good now.
Runway 27. Cessna 029.
Continue to taxi. Wow, this is a monster jet compared to the Vision.
Cessna 029er, you are not clear to land. Clear the runway.
Someone wasn't cleared to land. Hang on. Oh, you're going to fly 20,000? Okay, Steele. I'm going to try and stay low unless... so we can give the viewers more of a scenery.
Cessna 029er, you are not clear to land. Clear the runway.
Great. Now we're going to have to wait till they clear the runway before we get approval.
Cessna 029er, you are not clear to land.
Great.
Clear the runway.
That's the AI that landed.
Key West Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Ready for departing straight out at runway 27.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Hold short, I knew it.
27. Traffic is Cessna 152 on the runway.
All we had to do was take off a little earlier.
029er, ATC services terminated. Good day. Cessna Alpha.
We're cleared.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Anybody just joined? We're going from Key West International to Orlando. It'll be about an hour flight.
Key West ground. Cessna November 66029er. Taxi to parking.
Cessna November 66029er. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Echo Alpha.
Okay, let's get up. We're ready. Booms in the air. Last check.
Key West Tower, Cessna November 66029er 600 to land.
Cessna November 66029er, Key West Tower.
Let's go.
Altimeter 29er92. Enter left downwind runway 27.
Enter left.
Look at the
downwind
bumps.
Runway 27, Cessna 029er.
I'm not showing any airspeed. That happens on this sometimes. Great.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace.
I gotta reload the flight because I've got no airspeed. That happens on this aircraft sometimes. Restart. Sorry, Rich. I've had that happen one other time. We'll prep this as fast as we can. Usually the second time, then it's fine. Otherwise, we'll pick a different aircraft, that's all. Okay, let's load up some passengers while we're waiting. Okay, let's see if passengers are loaded. We have our EFB right there. Have co-pilot. Oh, we have different passengers this time. Okay, let's start it up. We'll do a quick start.
Fly straight in runway 9er, Cessna 1 Uniform Papa.
Emergency light armed. Get clearance again.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Request taxi for departing straight out with Echo.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway.
Hi, Aaron. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Alpha Tree.
We just tried to fly this, but we had no airspeed.
118.2 when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 9er using taxiway Alpha Tree Alpha Bravo. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna 1 Uniform Papa. Follow the Cessna Centurion on final. Wind 106 at 11. Clear to land runway 9er.
Cleared to land runway 9er. Cessna 1 Uniform Papa.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Requesting pushback.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Pushback request accepted.
Let's try it again.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Requesting the end of pushback.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Request to end pushback received.
Okay, hopefully we get some airspeed this time. Oh, Aaron, you're doing you're doing the career, aren't you? Okay, let's go. Oh, we need to fix the hold on. Let me initialize this. Okay, all good. Let's try and taxi. Let me make sure we have some airspeed here.
Cessna 1 Uniform Papa. Exit runway when able. Turn next taxiway.
If we don't get airspeed this time, we will not be using the citation again for a while.
Key West Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra at runway 9 ready for departure. Straight out departure.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra hold short runway 9er. Traffic is Cessna Centurion on the runway.
Yeah,
One uniform Papa.
Aaron, the CJ4 did this the other day too, whereas on the left-hand side you don't even see how your airspeed is.
Uniform Papa. Contact ground on 118.2. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray
We're cleared
Golf
for text
Sierra. Altimeter
or takeoff.
9er 2, departing straight out of route. Clear for takeoff, runway 9er.
Cleared for takeoff runway 9er, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
118.2 for Cessna 1 uniform Papa.
Okay, let's try it again. Or this will be the last CJ4's flight for a while. I'm not seeing the airspeed down there in the lower left, which you usually see. We'll just get airborne, and if I don't see it, that's it.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace. Frequency change.
We see it there. Yeah, 150 knots. Okay.
Key West Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Frequency change. Squawk 5764, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Radar contact 2 miles southeast of Kilo Yankee 0 Whiskey 4, 2900. Altimeter 2992.
Roger, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, let's set the autopilot. Course 015.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Miami Center on 124.7. Good day.
Going to 124.7, Cessna X-Ray
Heading
Golf
select
Sierra.
on. FLC on. Autopilot going on. See, it's all off. Hold on. FLC's on. Okay, let's see if it comes back to course. Check the chat. No, I think I took more than the engine cover off, otherwise I wouldn't be in the air. I was in a hurry, but I think I did. Let's see. You can't fly if you don't take everything off. I took the ties off, I took the cover off, I took the engine cover off. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. But yeah, if you do forget, forget it. You're not going anywhere. Or there'll be a bunch of issues. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe you could point out what I forgot. I don't see... Under the nose? Let me check. I thought I walked around, but I was in a hurry to get back in the air. I'm going to crash out if I have to start this flight again. But I will check. Send me straighten the course out. I'm not sure the CJ4 had something in the front, but let me look. It'll still be on there if we did. Let me just fix this. We want to go north. Let's check. I don't think I see those. Oh, wait, I think he's right. Oh, shit. I think he's right. I don't know if I can zoom in here. No, I can't. Hold on. Let me see if I can go to showcase. I think he's right. He noticed. 0 for 2. I see it. He's right. Okay, you win. Let's how did I miss that? How did you see that? I walked around quick, so it's okay. We got all the time in the world. Here we go. Okay, Step gets the coins. Okay, let's take our time this time. Thanks, Step. Appreciate it. You're right. Look at that. There it is. I missed this little bitty thing. Let's just make sure. Rich, I'm not worthy. I'm going to be eating at Arby's tonight. Now you got me all crazy to make sure. Okay, did I forget anything? That's right, something won't work if you forgot something. Okay, let's load up some passengers. So I guess that other time that I was getting it a ways back, I didn't even notice that little tiny thing. Okay, we got white there. And let's go now and just change the clouds to high level. This just gives it some depth. Check my iPad here. Okay. Got a co-pilot. We have passengers. We got all new passengers. Okay. Let's do a quick start. Get the emergency light on. We are just doing this VFR. I had my throttle all the way up from the last one.
Key West ground. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Ready to taxi. Departing straight out with Echo.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Echo. Contact tower on 118.2 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 via taxiway Alpha 4 Alpha Echo. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. We're just going to fly at 12,000. See if we can stay low to show scenery. Let's get a pushback. No, we can't. Someone's in our way. So we're not going to take a pushback. We're just going to turn. Parking brake off. Move that tug. I'll check the chat in a minute. Hang on. This is why I usually fly the Pilatus as number 2. Steel beams on the runway again. Okay. Sorry for the 3 restarts, Steel. You're in the hog? Nice. Anybody wants to fly along USA, North America West? There he goes in his hog. I should use that. It'd be a lot quicker. Okay. ATC doesn't want to open. There we go.
Key West Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Ready for departing straight out at runway 27.
Let's close the door.
Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray, Golf.
We'll just leave the door open.
2 straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27.
Uh-oh, whoops.
Cleared for takeoff.
Nice.
runway 27. Cessna
Oh my
X-Ray
gosh.
Sierra.
I was trying to close this door, not the main door. Where is this handle? Nope. She's not wearing shoes. Okay, forget it. Yeah, that's why I'm using it, Aaron, because it's faster than the Pilatus. The Pilatus just start getting an overspeed error at about 220. See if I can find that door as long as we have time. Maybe you can't close the door. Should be right along here. It's not. Let's see if it's along the seat. Main door. Oh crap, it did it again. Come on. Fix that. The main door shouldn't open there. Maybe this door doesn't close. Let's see. Aaron, do you know if the CJ4 door closes? I'm not going to mess with it. Forget it. Let's go. Let's just see if the airspeed works now. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Yep, there it is. That little cover that I've forgotten 4 times now.
Executive 554, turn next taxiway. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
West Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, frequency change. Key approach, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna C-25C, 2 miles southeast of Kilo Yankee Zero Whiskey 4, 1700. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Navy, key approach. Squawk 50 True 5.
Squawk 50 True 5, Cessna X-ray Golf
Flaps up.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, radar contact 2 miles southeast of 7 Foxtrot Alpha 0, 43.
Let's clear out the message.
2,
011.
Roger, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-ray Golf
Heading
Sierra,
select.
contact Miami Center on 124.7. Good day.
Going to 124.7, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
FLC on. And let's see if the autopilot will trigger from my controller here. I think it did trigger from my flight stick. Autopilot's off. Okay, it didn't trigger. Usually it triggers. Usually the autopilot will trigger from my HOTUS. Looks like Boom's using a A10. Okay, we're at 12,000. Welcome in if you just joined. We're attempting to go to Orlando for the 3rd time due to my error. That's why I usually try and test these aircrafts that I haven't flown off stream first to check for any of those errors. Okay, it's about an hour flight to Orlando. Hi, Alex. Welcome in. Not much to see between here and the mainland of Miami. So we'll just sort of enjoy the scenery. Let's put some power down. Let's check everything. Okay, passenger's still there. I give up on the door. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Do you know how to close this door, Aaron? Or Steph? Oh, okay, Aaron. Do you know how to close this door? No door. Oh, there's no door there. Well, that explains it. So all the Pilatus and everything has a door. There's no door. Yeah, apparently not. What kind of aircraft is this? It doesn't have a door to hide the passengers. Let me get the throttle up to 75%. I wish they had a few more liveries of this, but this is the only flavor it comes in, the CJ4, that I saw on this when I set it up. Still watching, Rich? I believe, Steele, that it does have autopilot. Remember when I flew over to St. Bart's? I can't confirm that for sure, but I thought it had. Well, go in there and find it. If it does. I thought it did, but I might have pressed it just on my HOTAS, so I didn't have to look for it. It's just activated. We'll be coming up on the mainland soon, and we'll be able to check out some land stuff, land scenery. I almost like it on here better. Now it's fly and forget, huh? Oh, you did activate it. Okay. Let me go inside. It's hard to hear when you're outside. Ask Aaron about it. It might be your throttle. And see if it has an FLC. Aaron might have the answer to that. Heisenberger's in. Yeah, we're enjoying the day. How are you, my friend? Nighttime where you're at. Did you get all that ironed out yesterday with the passengers on the Airbus? That's right. It's about 3 o'clock on the East Coast. So let's get the sun a little higher. There we go. That's better. Go inside. Nice and quiet. Oh, Rich is still there. Okay. So, Rich, you want to know what happened last night? So, when I was streaming on Purple, the app kept shutting down. Just shutting, closing. But it was still like open in the background on an iPad, but closing. And so then after I stopped my stream, I went on to watch some other streams on Purple, and it did the same thing. So I'm like, okay, there's a problem with the app. So this morning I checked it, same thing. So I'm using an older iPad for that. So I removed the app. Then when I went to re-download it, it said, your iOS has to be blah, 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 which, you know, since I'm an IT engineer, I know all about that. And so I removed the app, and then another one popped up, said, do you want an older version? I said, yes. So I think that fixed it. I think for Christmas, I better be buying myself a new iPad. I love my old original, but I'm not going to tell you how old it is. So problem solved on the IT side. I seem to be going slow. I thought I set it for 75. I've given it all I got, Captain. You told me to set it at 75. Who's in front of us? Oh, we got another flyer, Richard. I don't even know. He might not even be watching the stream because I have all players lit up. Okay, Aaron, I got some new dilithium crystals. Now we're on our way. Let's see. They were at 75. Look. Now they're at 90. You told me 75, but I was going too slow. So we're still at 12,000. Yeah, I want to be going like 300 knots here. Let's give it just a little push. We're coming up to the mainland. Now I'm getting overspeed. See what you did? Let's put on the spoilers. We know they work. There we go. Spoilers off. Is that other flyer Richard? Are you in the chat? If not, well, he's just flying around. Oh, in the HUD? Do you want to see what it's at in the HUD? I'm old. I can barely see it in the HUD. Hold on. Can you see that? Oops, sorry. Can I move forward here or wait? Not in this view. Hold on. Can you see it? Because I sure can't. Okay, here we go. Look. Oh, you're right. So here it's 65%. But I don't want to use this. Let's see. Give it a little push, 75%. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to set this at 75 and then go down at the bottom and see what that looks like. So now that's at 50. Why doesn't it match? So the throttle itself doesn't match. So if I set this at 75, Aaron, I'm going to be over speeding again. Because this is 50.9. .9, can't get it exact. Let's see what happens if I do this. Yeah, so that doesn't match, you're right. Hey, Heisenberg. Yeah, I love my original iPad, Rich. So, if it craps again, I'm going to be ordering a new one. Let me write, would you put Heisenberg? those are landing challenges. I don't know. Does anybody know the answer to that? I haven't had that problem on a landing challenge. I've had it happen just on flying when the autopilot kicks in again. Oh, we're over some land now. Let's check out the scenery. We're not even halfway to Orlando yet. Maybe we can fly around Disney World. Okay, Rich, we'll see you later. I don't know if I'll be on purple tonight or not. Yeah, Heisenberg, I've done that Courcheville landing challenge like 20 times and never had an issue where it increased, so I'm not sure. Maybe Aaron has an idea.
Spirit Wings 1951, maintain present altitude.
Aaron, speak English. What is it?
Maintain present altitude. Spirit Wings 1951.
You can't get away with full speed. Oh, it'll have to be at 45? Okay. Thanks for the tips. Aaron's always the best for tips. Aaron's the one that got me to fix my issue the other day, and the other day, and the other day before that. Hey, Aaron, just remember, I only started playing again when it launched for PS5, so we're in 2 weeks. Otherwise, it was 2020 and every time, few and far between on the Xbox and the computer. Aaron, is there any word when we get some marketplace aircraft and liveries for PS5? Oh, geez, I need some water. Hold on. 800 hours. Oh, wow. Jeez. That's probably why I also get the overspeed error on the Pilatus Coronado, right? Because I usually fly low. I don't see showing the scenery off flying at, 20,000. Yeah, well, I started back 2 weeks ago. I played very sporadically on the Xbox because you can only stream to Purple from there, and I don't stream it from the PC, so... Looks pretty good on the PC, though, I have to admit. The graphics. I think the PlayStation is reporting that I have 120 hours or something since it came out. So 2 weeks. Average 4 or 5 hours a day. Heisenberg, which aircraft are you using where you keep getting throttled up? I don't know, Aaron. Do you have any suggestions for him? I don't know if I'll catch up to you, Aaron, but I play this every day. So we're talking 100 hours plus in just 2 weeks. I guess unless I streamed it for, 7 hours a day? I'm ready for lunch now. We still have that flyer in front of us, so he must be in our chat. Let's just look at some of the scenery. That's why I stay kind of low. Aaron, I'm going to work on 3 aircraft, propeller aircrafts off stream to see how I can get those cold started. You weren't watching this morning, but the Cirrus single engine, only one of the Garmins came up, and then another player tried it. Same for him. So that could be an issue with that aircraft, I guess. Only one Garmin comes up. At least I haven't had any real bugs in the stream. It's playing smooth. Graphics are good. Can't complain. Before you came on, Aaron, I think before you came on, we were in Panama. We found the Panama Canal. Thanks to, I think Jackson it was. Are you seeing that, Heisenberg, what Aaron wrote? Maybe you're picking a landing challenge that wants you to control the throttle. Maybe you should check that. Could be it. Aaron, do you think more people enjoy, or chat in general, do you think more people enjoy these shorter flights that I do? You know, the 8-minute, 15, 20, 30 minutes? Or will they also enjoy these hour? I mean, I tried to do Anchorage to Juneau, Alaska. It was going to take like 2 hours. I'm like, no. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Try it again. I gotta see where the de-icers are on this. Usually use my Pilatus for that. Hide the yoke. Let's just look around while we're flying. Cockpit temperature. See if we find the de-icers. I'll just look off stream. See if I can read it this way. Could be right down here. Those are the lights. Panel bright. Aaron, where do you think the de-icers would be? Probably somewhere along this panel. De-ice, here we go, wait. De-ice, cross flow. Tail de-ice, okay, I found them. Anti-frame de-ice, so those are the de-icers, that's fine. And there's Richard still flying. Hey Richard, if you're watching the stream, you're using a 737 MAX, and Aaron, do you know why? Do you know why when I flew that, and I saw a couple of chats and other streams, that once you set the autopilot, the trim goes crazy. The wheel just keeps spinning up and down, and it looks like you're on a roller coaster. And I saw a few posts about that, and it has nothing to do with the PlayStation. It's just it was in general. So I wondered if you were watching. Oh, it's not Richard. I can barely read that. Magnum, I'll call him. Oh, Heisenberg, thank you. I didn't even see that. That's what you get for using an old iPad. I have to scroll. I really appreciate it. Wow. My first one. Okay, Steele, you're flying in front of me, but I'm seeing some. It says Magnum, and I can't read it because it's in the white. Is that you? Hey, 220, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Steele, is that you or are you behind me? $7,446, I can show you the marketplace, but basically for PlayStation they haven't populated it yet. I think there's like one extra aircraft you can get, otherwise you get what you get with whatever version you buy. So if you buy the standard version, say you get 60 aircraft. So I got the Premium Deluxe, and at my count I have 102. And there is like one aircraft, I think, the rest just say owned. So there is no real marketplace for PlayStation yet, if that's what you were wondering. So you're approaching? Did you change your name? Because I thought it said Steel yesterday. I don't think we're that close. Let's see. Well, we're about 2/3. So that could be you, yeah. I don't know anybody else that's flying with us. Be back in a sec. Now we're getting some nice scenery. The name of the airport's 220. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. So we left from Key West and we're going to Orlando in Florida. The flight's almost done, though. I don't know if you want to join now. You can start in the air, I guess. We're about 2/3 of the way to Orlando. So there you go. KMCO. MCO is Orlando. Well, wait a second, Aaron. The only thing I don't get is, yeah, I know it's controlled. It moves back and forth. But if you look at the outside view like this, the aircraft would be like on a roller coaster. It'd be going up and down, and it doesn't stop. I'll have to try it again if there's a way to fix it, but you will get like a wavering. Wait, that guy Reinhard, he just landed over here, so he wasn't with us. That answered that. So that wasn't you, Steele. Off stream, I'll try it, but I've already tried the Max like 5 times, and it does that as soon as you click in the autopilot. I mean, it looks funny with the aircraft going like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like a rolling flight. And it didn't stabilize for 10 minutes, so I just shut it. Oh, okay, 220. The airport is Orlando International. So, see? So it was Key West International and Orlando International. That's where we're almost at. Are we almost there? We might almost be there. Let me check the POI marker. No, that's not it. Okay, so you got that 220 Orlando International. I'm just looking at some of the POI stuff here. Yeah, and once you get this trimmed down now, it's pretty smooth, the flight. So the other citation that's in the game, I noticed the sound was kind of funny, so that's why I'm not trying that one. I was getting kind of a strange sound with the engines, so we'll just keep it to the CJ4. Heisenberg, you're still playing now with the landing challenges? Try the Courchevel in the French Alps one. Yeah, I know Travolta flies in IRL. And doesn't he keep it at his house? Oh, Heisenberg, use the one that says it's a challenge, a landing challenge at Courchevel. Starts with a C in France. You'll be using the Vision Jet on that super short runway. Try that. Courchevel starts C-O-U-R. It's like the third challenge in or something, I think. Try that one. It's kind of fun, and you have to adjust the throttle, obviously, because you better be at almost zero when you touch down. You won't be able to stop. If you want, are you going to stay on? I don't know. You guys can watch the landing challenge, right? Yeah, I think you can on the live stream. Okay. You want me to do it after this flight? I'll do this one. I'll do that Courchevel. You're going to stay on for maybe 30 minutes? This flight should be wrapped up in 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I think it was like on a flight we did yesterday. Did I do that one yesterday? Or the day before I did? We're going to do the Courchevel. I didn't do it as a landing challenge, though. I did it as a flight from, I think, Geneva to Courchevel or something. Look at Aaron, got me running real smooth here on this CJ4. I think I see steel out there in the distance. Should we try a dusk landing? Let's see. It's bad enough I haven't tried landing this jet. Let's see if we can do a dusk landing, since we're getting close. How's this? Oops. I'm bad. That was me. Yeah, we're almost there, so let's see if we can get some airport lights on. How's that? A little more. There we go. We got some Orlando lights coming on. How's that? I probably couldn't land this during the day, let alone at night. That looks good. How's the scenery looking now? Let's see, where's the POI? There's the airport, I see it. We can fly straight in, hold on. You know what? Let me get the autopilot off and, well, I want to get clearance. But it'll save time if we do it that way, so let's do that. Let's get the autopilot off and come back around and we'll just land. Autopilot going off.
Autopilot.
Okay, let me come back around. We'll get our flight plan canceled, but that's okay. I want to do that challenge. Let Heisenberg watch it. Yeah, we can do that whenever you want to fly. Yeah. If I get on early, like over the weekend or something, I'll be on later on Friday, though. Friday I'll be on later because I have a movie to see. So we're not going to get flight clearance. We're just going to go for it. I'll look at the chat right after I land or attempt to land. Then we're going to do that landing challenge. Gear down. Okay, I can still see the field. I don't think I've landed this one on stream, so let's see what happens. $10,000. Better get the speed brakes up. Steel, you must be down already. Okay, let's head back to the north. Hang on, 220. I'll check the chat in a minute. That other guy that wasn't in our stream, I see him flying around, or he just landed at a different airport, one of the two. Let's get the lineup helper here. Graphics still look pretty good at night on the PS5. I'll turn those bars off as soon as I can see the field, which I can see. I'm not sure which runway they have us coming on. I guess it doesn't matter since I'm not getting clearance. I think we'll come in on left. I'm actually going to come in over here on right. Okay, I have the field in sight. I'll check the chat in a second. You already landed, Steele, I guess? Yeah, I see you on the runway or in the parking. I see his Thunderbolt. Okay, we're going to come out on this right-hand side runway. For white.
Miami Center, Moxie 806 is passing 2,100 climbing.
That's not us. 3 white, 1 red. Two and two. We're offline a little. 2 and 2. Is it windy? I'm getting blown here a little. Neutral. Float it, float it. I bounced this one. Come on. So much for that. I don't do that in the Pilatus. I don't like this jet. Let's try reverse thrusters. Wow, what a horrible landing. We won't even taxi. We're going to go over and do the landing challenge. We'll just clear the runway. Someone just landed right on top of me. No comments about the landing. Good thing Rich wasn't watching. I tried to float and it still didn't work. Heisenberg, you still watching? You want to do the landing challenge? Let's just clear the runway here. They didn't even tell me that I wasn't approved to land, which they usually will. Nah, Steele, that wasn't even funny. That was a joke landing. I gotta practice in this CJ4. I don't do that in the Pilatus or the Vision. I never bounce in the Vision. Okay, let's go to the landing challenge and try it. You want to see tough? Let's go back to real world. Yeah, I'll have to practice offline more with that CJ4. Even the Hog, I don't bounce. And let's set the flight conditions back to real live. Hi everybody, thanks for jumping in. We had 2 good flights. That last one was good until the landing. Yeah, here's my favorite landing challenge. Let's do this. What did I get? I got some silver ranking or something, probably because I landed it in wait. Challenge. Why isn't it showing up? Hold on a second. Challenge League. Why isn't it showing me only 2? What is this?